Man, lots of strangeness going on tonight. We're gonna do a wheelie up this. And I'm gonna leave the camera rolling as I put my jacket on and my face covering on so you can see this beautiful scene right here. This looks really cool to me. Let's put my helmet right here. Freezing, man. I just can't endure the cold like I used to. Whoa. But I think this looks very nice, so I need to appreciate Irvine a little bit more. I give Irvine a hard time a lot, but Irvine, I'm gonna tell you right now, you are beautiful in the darkness. I like the way those palm trees look and the fountains and the buildings, the rope lighting on these stairs. I mean, it's a shame that like most people don't get to, like they're working here in the daytime, they don't get to see this. How awesome it is, and they probably put a lot of money into making it look this way. Oh. I'm gonna look like a robber getting ready to go into one of these buildings with my ninja uniform on here. So let's hope this helps. It's got to help a little bit. I'll have to do the same trick I did this morning when I was freezing, which is pedal. So, more than likely, I'll put this video out tonight or for tomorrow instead of the one from this morning, because the one from this morning, it was just pretty, I guess it was cool. It was one of those foggy rides, foggy and cold, but it was so cold I couldn't figure out a way to get warm. So what I did is I put it in pedal assist 4 and I pedaled for the majority of the ride. Look at this crazy ass dog. Dog's going off-roading. So let me double check my camera real quick too. It's always an adventure getting out of Irvine. Whether you're on a bike or a car, always seem to be difficult for me to get out of this town. Okay, we're locked in. Let's do this. Should we go see what's going on at the gym? Should we see what kind of cars are over there now? They just look like regular cars. I can smell the gym. It smells like soap. I can remember that smell from when I used to go there. Oh, look at that plane coming in. Too bad we weren't a little sooner. So I don't think I've ever rode on Red Hill at night. guess perhaps I need to be a little more adventurous in my traveling, or I'm going to lose my loyal subscribers. So we're already 12 minutes into this, and we've probably only rode the bike for 5 minutes. All the other time has been answering phone calls and putting on my clothes, my warmth. Oh man. Wow, what are those cars doing over there? They got something crazy going on. Oh my God. So, drivers in Irvine, it's really bad. I don't know why. I mean, a lot of the people that are in Irvine, I think a lot of the people that drive here don't really live here. What is it about Irvine that makes people drive so horribly? And I don't just say that, like, because I ride bikes now. Like, there's areas where people drive just fine. Like, I mean, of course, there's always going to be bad drivers, but like in Orange, I feel like the majority of the time, like, people in Orange just drive. They drive normal. Santa Ana is... I don't really drive a lot in Santa Ana, to be honest with you. Yeah, Irvine is a terrible experience. Let's see what these folios are doing. They're picking up all their cones. These guys are milking this job. He's like on his cell phone. They're just talking. It'd be nice if we had another plane coming in, but the plane I see that's coming in is pretty far away. It's all right. We'll have plenty more opportunities to capture planes at night. Or I could just intentionally come out here and film planes. Do we want to do Red Hill? I say no. Red Hill's boring. Oh my God, what did I just run over? That sucks, man. I hope I don't get a freaking flat, dude. That's what sucks. These bike lanes suck, man. They need to make like bike lanes with curbs so all the debris from the street doesn't get in the bike lane. Man, if this tire goes flat, I'm gonna be annoyed. This has already been a very long day. This is a tough week, man. This is gonna be a tough one. We just paid rent and we literally have $120 left for the week. It's just, oh my God. I need to get a credit card or something. We don't use credit cards. We don't really have a lot of debt. I guess we have some. Probably like, not a lot though. We won't get into that. Let's not get into the money thing. I'll get depressed. All right. What else is going on? So this bombing, the Cybertruck, the Green Beret, Trump explosion. I haven't listened to a lot of different angles on it, but I just came across one because one of the prison genre channels was talking about this conspiracy. I don't know if it's a conspiracy or not, but this explanation from this channel called Jesse's on Fire, or Jesse on Fire or something. I'd never heard of the channel. I thought it was like a small channel or something, but it's a pretty massive channel. He's got almost 500,000 subscribers. But he's kind of explaining like what's going on with this, what was going on with that guy, and how this guy could still be alive. Supposedly, like, he did this to bring to light, because he knew that this would get a lot of media attention, to bring to light like this huge atrocity and that happened in Afghanistan when he was over there, that where the U.S. and certain people in the positions that call shots over there bombed this village or this city in Afghanistan and killed like over 100 like innocent people, and like they were afraid like he was gonna reveal this or something, and they were actually trying to get him. And so he set up this elaborate plan to essentially fake his death. So so that just makes me ask, where did he get the body, you know? Like, who's the dead person then? But supposedly, you know, he set it up, kind of faked his death, and then I mean, maybe the FBI knows it's not him in the car. Well, they do now. They said that his DNA, they checked the person's DNA against his son's, and it doesn't match. And he had like sent this email to somebody, not really a manifesto, but somewhat of a manifesto to somebody. I couldn't really grasp who they were talking about, and told him what he was up to. And it also had to do with not just that, but also the drones and China, and something to do with those drones being Chinese drones and how there's something going on with that too. But Jesse on Fire seems to think that that it's not, that wasn't really his intention, that wasn't his message. That was just, those are just key words that would get people's attention. But what he really wants to do is let people know about that thing that happened in Afghanistan, because he feels very bad about it. It's kind of crazy, man. Lots of people waiting for the bus. I gotta be conservative. I'm gonna need the light. More than likely, I'm just gonna be cruising on Main, so hopefully it's not too annoying to everybody. But at least it's at night, so it'll be a little different. I don't know though, like, I feel like no matter where I go, there's gonna be lots of cars, so if I go, I can go on Standard, or I can go on Grand, or here. But I feel like, even though this might seem like it has more traffic, I always feel like I can navigate through Santa Ana, through traffic, a lot easier than like on Grand. Grand just seems so out of control. I feel like people are driving a lot faster. Like, this doesn't seem that bad to me. I have a lot of room, you know. On Grand, I have to ride on the sidewalk or really endure some heavy traffic in the street. I mean, once we get off of South Main and we get closer to downtown, I was tempted to go on the bike path, but I just did that. I just dodged a rock. That would have been bad. Luckily, I have decent reflexes here. Oh, we gotta hurry up. We're gonna get the green light. Who's turning? Who's really turning? This car's really turning. That truck's turning. Can we beat them? Is this car turning? Yeah, they are turning. They're just not in the turning lane. They must be from Irvine. I think if I can stay in the gutter right here, we'll be all right. We'll just take it kind of slow in the gutter. A lot of times when I'm doing this ride, I feel pressured to ride as fast as I can. We're gonna get up on the sidewalk, I think, at this point. I don't really want to deal with these cars that are on the side of the street. We don't need the headlamp, really. Super brakes. Just go on the street. Getting charged with the charger. I should just go in the neighborhood, honestly. That's what I should be doing. But that's just so boring. Imagine getting doored from like a storefront. Like if I was riding too close right here and somebody opened up one of those big glass doors and thwapped me. Oh my God. People in their cars, man. Probably this guy and these people get these Dodges and they just think they're just like muscle cars. So yeah, we're just gonna take the classic route. Oh, it was that car. It was that one. Man, I'm sure they feel pretty manly in that car. It's freaking car's just dripping and oozing ego. Jeez, man. I hate that kind of shit. Oh, here's the zigzag guy. I've seen this guy like every day this week. Yeah, my phone's ringing again. Oh my God, dude. Sure nobody's oh my God. All right, let me stop filming again. All righty. So that's the fourth phone call in the last 34 minutes. Which is more phone calls than I got all day. Look how everything looks all red right here. Crazy. God, my phone is ringing again. This is out of control, man. This is out of control. God, dude. Talk about ruining the flow of the video. Man, I guess it doesn't matter to you guys. It's kind of, it's all right. I need to be more lighthearted about stuff like this. This guy's a big old boy. We'll let him make it to the intersection here. Usually pretty heavily populated. Why are you going around that way? Oh my God, dude. Like, why did he? I don't know, man. All right. I wish I could ride a little jumpier, like in spots that I know there's not going to be people. Like I want to be able to jet really fast and then slow down, jet really fast and slow down, but I can't because my bike doesn't stop fast enough. So if you're listening, Windhorse, I need brakes. Wow, this guy's walking his wolves. Freaking vampire wolf dogs. A lot to see on these rides. I don't think these rides will ever get old. This dude's peeking into the window. Kind of strange. What's good, like riding on here, right through here at night, it's a little bit better because you can also kind of trust that people are going to have their headlights on when they're pulling out of here. That's not always the case, but kind of helps. I mean, like, if you lived down here and you were bored, you could just take off and just, like, go walk around town, you know? Like, you'd never get bored. You just go, I'm gonna go walk down Main Street. You see all kinds of stuff going on. What we got up here? Look at this guy. This guy's falling off his bike. Saw that car was turning. Oh, we got a little baby, little creature. Just being a little creature. Yeah, it's freezing, man. It's hard to believe it's this cold right now, and this morning it was 10 degrees colder than this. This is already freezing. So we got a bunch of people hanging out right here, so we're gonna go this way. We'll go jump into the alley. I can't believe that one night, I don't know if you remember the video, but I was riding through here and there was that huge explosion. I still don't know what that was. That motorcycle cop was parked right there. Craziness. Make sure we're still recording. Having to turn the camera off like 500 times. Yeah, we'll put this video out tomorrow. This morning's video is me just complaining about how cold it was. This is more exciting. I love it down here when it's dark. 42 minutes into it, there's still, the video is probably 30, 38 minutes right now, maybe 35 minutes. I know it's not 42 minutes. I can always cut the first part of the video out too if it gets too long, because you can start the video off pretty much at, I do want to start it off at least at that corporate building in Audi 5000 G. I do want to start it off at that corporate building, but that'll shave probably 5 minutes off the video. Deadly corner. This is a deadly corner right here. The thing about Santa Ana is there's so many just like regular private businesses, like yeah. I'm gonna wait. That guy had a cool riding style. He's just swerving in and out of cars. He's got a liquor store bag in his hand. Another deadly spot right here. Dark. Let's put our light on. Super light. 46 minutes into the ride. Yeah, my friend Jim used to live out here in Santa Ana on First Street, and he ended up quitting his job or losing his job. I don't know what the deal was, but then he moved to Venice and Skid Row and was living on the streets out there with his dog. But I haven't heard from him in quite some time. I don't think he's posted anything on Facebook in a couple of years. But I keep expecting to see him back in Santa Ana again. So he was a dude that I went to high school with, actually not here because I didn't go to high school here. I went to high school in Porterville, but he had moved out to Porterville when he was 16. I think I was a year or two, maybe 2 years older than him. And he was a deadhead, like a hippie guy. He had long hair, and he was from Fullerton. And we hung out quite a bit. And then he had moved back out here to Fullerton. And he had a pretty tragic life. He had lost his parents, both of his parents. And it kind of been shuffled around from family member to family member, and then got into some crazy stuff, which who could blame him? There's some police activity over here, so we're gonna go this way. And I came out here and visited him. When he moved back when I was probably 18, and I took the bus out here. And he was staying with, I think, an aunt. So, yeah, I visited him out here, and we drank a bunch of beer and hung out, But I don't know what those police were up to. They were canines. But anyway, so I don't know what he ended up so like I said, I came out and visited him. I think I only stayed one night. We just drank a bunch of beer and ran around Fullerton. And then I heard he ended up not too long after that going to prison for a long time. He got into some stuff and then did something pretty gnarly. I don't know all the details, but I won't disclose it because in case I ever do run into him again, I don't want to put his business out there. But anyway, so when I moved out here 14 years ago, well, it'll be 15 years, actually, 15 years in February. I got a hold of him, and that's when he was living in Santa Ana, and he was doing good, had a good job, and was doing well. Had an apartment, I think, on First Street, and was just kind of into the Santa Ana life. And I met him at the pool hall at O'Malley's bar in Orange and shot some pool with him. And it was a trip to see him because when I was friends with him, the last time I had seen him, he was probably, I'm not very tall, I'm only 5'9". He was probably 5'7" at the time, and really skinny, long hair, deadhead, Grateful Dead shirts, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, that kind of dude. And he didn't have any tattoos or anything, but his dad was a biker, had been a biker before he passed. And so he had that kind of that gnarly aspect to him, he had guns and things like that, that were his dad's. But so when I met him at the pool hall, I hadn't seen him in a long time, probably 20 years. And He was tall. He was like 6'2". Yeah, not real big, but he was bigger than me. He's like 6'2". You know, hair slicked back, not long hair anymore. Tattooed teardrop, tattoos all over his arms. Prison tattoos, big tattoos on his neck. And, you know, wearing the Pendleton and the... Yeah, he just looked like he had done some... like he had done a little bit of time. And so it was fun though, man. It was cool. Like, it was cool. It was just like hanging out with Jim. Yeah, it wasn't even like... there wasn't a strangeness to it. I don't know how, you know, because we were probably only friends for a year or two, a couple years, but we spent a lot of time together. We would go on... he lived on the outskirts of town in Porterville, right at the foothills. So him and I would go out and we'd go on hikes up in these mines, these mine shafts, and through these fields. And he was like me, he liked to walk, you know, and we would get a hold of beer, even though we were young, you know, we could get a hold of alcohol, or we'd figure out a way, get a hold of alcohol, and we'd just be walking down the street, drinking a beer, or drinking some wine, or whatever we could get our hands on. And so, yeah, it wasn't that gnarly. It was cool. And then another time after that, he came over to my house, and my wife met him, and he met my two kids, and we just drank some beer and kind of hung out. It wasn't. I think he was having some problems with his old lady, or his girlfriend. I mean, not old lady. With his girlfriend that day, you know, so it was kind of strange, but I gave him a ride home. And then my wife went with the kids somewhere one time, and then out of town, so I decided I'd go hang out with Jim, and I hung out with him again, and I went and picked him up in Anaheim. He was living in Anaheim at that time. And we just went and hit like a bunch of bars that he hung out at all over. You know, we hit bars in Orange and nothing in Anaheim, all just Orange actually, which was kind of strange. But yeah, we just spent the whole day drinking in Orange, and then I gave him a ride back. And then went home. I think that's the last time I hung out with him. And then things kind of went downhill after that, I guess. I don't know. But it's not like I think he just has that wanderlust, you know, like he just is that type of dude. Like he doesn't, like, he's intelligent, he's a great artist, like a very good artist, and he could probably make a living with his artwork. Very unique artwork, you know, kind of a marine type, not marine like fighting marines, but like having to do with water and skulls and skeletons, and just a very, I don't know, just really unique way of seeing the world and expressing it through art. But I think he just is a, you know, he plays the harmonica, he knows how to strum the guitar, has like a huge eclectic taste in music. You know, he likes a lot of the old blues music, and of course, you know, like stuff like Jimi Hendrix and the Doors, and mostly, like, seemed like the last time I hung out with him, it was just mostly a lot of blues. So he's just kind of that drifter type of personality, but I don't think he's a bad dude. I mean, I think he's dangerous, for sure. But I don't think he's a bad dude. Maybe he's in prison again or something. I should look it up. I don't know. I hope to talk to him again someday. I hope he's all right. Yeah, it's just some people you meet and it's like, man, they just have had a hard life, you know. Gypsy Jim. All right, 58 minutes into this. It's like the Santiago Creek bike shop's open. I feel like I haven't been down this path in a while. These guys are literally working in the dark. Looks like we have a few people under the bridge. This definitely is not as populated as it used to be. I know I say that frequently, but like, it used to be pretty freaking gnarly in the morning, this ride, you know, going through these areas right here, and there would be, you know, 8 people living under this bridge. But now there's nobody here. So far away from everything, like I don't understand like where they get their, they must not be like people that use like certain types of substances, you know. Maybe, yeah, I feel like the people that are more into fentanyl and stuff like that are in the downtown area, because they're all in like one spot where they can all get their drugs at once. But maybe this is a spot where people can get that. But I don't think that like people that are on fentanyl would live down here, because you have to do so much in order. You're camping, you know, out here, and you have to do a lot to set up your campground, and you have to be active. That's why I always feel like the people that are down here are either like drinkers or tweakers. You know, because they're always doing stuff, working on bikes or setting up a campground, or, you know, building some stuff. Like, you see strange kind of weird artwork, you know, on the walls. Like, that's more like tweaker stuff. Like fentanyl, it's just like you're just destroyed, you know. Your flesh is rotting, you have no possessions, you just slump over on the cement, and, you know, or on a bench, and are kind of hanging off a bicycle or something. You know, it's just like a totally different scene. I don't even know if there's regular junkies anymore, you know, like the heroin type of people. I don't even know if people do heroin anymore. I'm sure there are maybe some old school people that do. I mean, I don't know that much about that world, but I grew up in an area where I was around all that stuff, so I kind of familiar with it. I've seen a lot. climb, hill climb, hill climb. 1 hour and 1 minute. You guys are gonna get I think we're gonna get the full video from Irvine, starting at the corporate offices when I'm putting on my head covering and my jacket. My back is killing me, man. Come on, yeah. I mean, she's got a broom and a freaking dustpan. She's definitely not on the fentanyl. And it's getting cold. Just went through a cloud of smoke. People might be getting some fires started down here already. Like I literally went through a cloud of smoke. It was like wood, burning wood for sure. Because I am familiar with that. Oh my word. So I would say it's probably 50 right now. It's cold. Which I'm surprised it gets this cold this fast. Heading into camp. Now I would be up all night for sure. I'd be up all night running amok. And in the daytime I would find a nice park in the sun and sleep. No way I would be sleeping in anywhere at nighttime. Could have a nice little campground down here with a bunch of firewood and build some fires and drink some whiskey. lot of these people probably get food stamps and, you know, disability. I don't know how much money they would get for being homeless. Definitely not a lot, you know, probably, you know, $300, $400 a month in food stamps. Yeah, I don't know how else, besides getting a job, like what other kind of hustle. I guess just stealing stuff and selling it. Recycling. Alrighty. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll be putting this one out probably tomorrow, so that'll be Saturday. We'll do the video tonight. I haven't done any videos on the weekend just because I've been working, so I can't really do videos on the weekends right now. That would mean that I would leave home again and be away from my family, so I can't handle that. I need to be home with my peoples. Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching my video, and we will catch you on the next one.